on what is happening. We were speaking there to Herman Kameriki, who is in South Sea along Mohoho Avenue, where a 16-story building collapsed on Friday. Of course, we can see their rescue mission still ongoing, and this is one of the stories we'll be following up for you to bring you an update as we get them. Now, just days after the Christmas and New Year celebrations, the mood in many households has shifted from festivity to frustration, with the annual back-to-school rush in full swing. Bookshops are crowded, uniform stalls are overflowing, and traffic jams snake across the city as parents and learners scramble to beat deadlines. And as KTN's Vera Mora reports this year, the rush feels heavier than ever, with tighter budgets and growing anxiety on how to stretch every shilling.
In the first week of January, the city hums with urgency. Bookshops are crowded, uniform shops are busy. Bus stations are full as parents rush to prepare their children for school. With deadlines approaching, many families are scrambling to buy supplies, arrange transport and make sure learners are ready for the new term. However, the 2-month December holiday that was filled with joy, travel and togetherness to most families came at a cost, with many parents now admitting their pockets are stretched thin. Parents complain that prices of key school items, uniforms, shoes and stationery have risen steadily.
Bado tuna gharama nyingi na hii maisha ni ngumu, na wengi wetu wazazi hatuna hela, hatuna kazi.
Actually, I don't think there is a big difference in the cost of the books. You find that it's in a range to the same costs as it was last year.
The high cost of living has forced families to make tough choices. More parents are opting for second-hand textbooks, recycled uniforms and cheaper school bags.
Comparing with the last system, the 844, where children in this grade wangeachiwa vitabu na wenye wamesonga mbele. Now it's completely different. Every year you have to buy new books, new stationery, na mwenye anaingia hawezi tumia za mwenye ametoka.
Kwa hivyo ningeomba serikali ikuwe na ile mtaratara ya kuwa inapandisha hiyo vitabu. Kama ni after 3 years ni vizuri, ili kama mimi mzazi nikuwe na saindika na vitabu zenye nimeuza.
Beyond shopping list, transport has emerged as one of the biggest challenges for learners and parents. Many families rely on public service vehicles to ferry children to school, but fares remain painfully high.
Kwa sababu awali ulikuwa unakuja unakata usafiri na unasafiri siku yenyewe, lakini kwa sasa inabidi uje mapema, ubook safari ya siku ya pili ama siku ya tatu ndio upate kusafiri.
In Makueni County, back-to-school activities began on a slow note today, with only a moderate number of learners reporting back to school following the official opening of the 2026 academic calendar, as bus stations across the county remained largely empty, with many parents still preparing to send their children back to school.
Na mimi kama mzazi wa GSS, kuna mtoto mwenye anaenda grade 10 mpaka saa hii hata sijui mtoto wangu ndampeleka wapi.
Naona kulingana vile tunaangalia magari imejaa stage, ni kuonyesha ya kwamba economy iko chini na pesa hakuna.
For many, the back-to-school season has become less about excitement and more about survival. Yet amid the frustration, there is resilience. Parents are finding creative ways to cope, like sending learners to school without the required tuition fees, hoping the school will give them more time to clear the balances. Vera Mora, KTN.
And also, parents now want the government to reduce the cost of books used for learning in schools to enable more children to acquire quality education. In Homa Bay town, a number of parents complained over the high cost of purchasing books. Most of the parents were unable to buy all the ones that are recommended over what they term as financial challenges. Bookshop operators, on the other hand, have expressed concern over the low number of customers in their premises. Take a look.
So nimefika hapa sa Mambo Bookshop kununua kitabu. Actually naona kama bei iko mbaya sana, so singeweza, maana sasa itabidi nichukue moja moja and then shopping bado.
The schools are opening, the sales are very low. As you can see in the bookshop, we have only 2 customers. Unlike Kitambo, when at times like this, you would not find us even doing this interview. It used to be so full that people used to line.
They're very expensive, so with us middle class, we cannot afford even to buy all the books. So it is forcing you to buy only the basic books and to buy in bits. So actually the uchumi ya sahi imekuwa mbaya na inatufinya sana kama nini wazazi.
Mambo ya shule imeenda juu kabisa. Mambo ya books, vitabu iko juu, kalamu iko juu, uniform iko juu. Na pesa ambayo anatakana kwa shule pia iko juu. Sasa wazazi pia wanahangaika kila mara, hakuna kitu ambao wanaweza kufanya kwa maana mtu anatembea anaongea tu peke yake.
And well, on that note, we come to a short break. When we return, we tell you why the ghosts surrounding how millions of shillings meant to pay Azimio agents in the 2022 general election have now come back to haunt ODM officials as they trade barbs over how the funds were spent. This story and much more after the break. Don't go too far. Keep it here on KTN.
New term, new goals.